Hi everyone, this is Abhishek, and in this video I'm going to be talking about my internship in the Data on Kubernetes community and what, whys, and where's, how's of Data on Kubernetes community, Kubernetes, Docker, and all those stuff. So, as an intern, my responsibility will be handling the How to DoK project. More on that later as a Scrum Master. So let's start with if you had to deploy your web app into the servers, what you would do in past days is your server will be running one operating system, and over that you will run different virtual machines because to run different components of your web app. Okay, so suppose you have one purchase component and one component for databases and stuff, one component for user registration and stuff. Okay, so what is the problem with virtual machines is that it takes a lot of resources and it has limited performance. How there is your operating system, and over that operating system, the what virtual license will do is it will run another operating system over your host operating system. So that is going to consume a lot of memory, a lot of CPU resources, because it will have to divide the hardware. Like from 4 GB, I'm going to take 2 GB, and from 4 cores of your hardware, I'll be taking two cores to run my operating system, the virtual one. So, and it also takes time to start boot up process, and there is also problem with scaling. How? Let's say suppose that your website started getting a lot of traffic due to some reason. Then you'll have to have your servers capable of handling that load. So what you do is run more virtual machines on your server, and again the same problem arises that running more virtual machines will consume more resources, and more resources will go to waste actually. So enter containers into the picture. What containers are? Containers are lightweight, and it does not run another operating system over the host operating system. The containers share the same operating system, and it is lightweight, has native performance, and there is OS level virtualization, not hardware virtualization, and startup time in milliseconds, and you can sort of run multiple containers in the same operating system without wastage of more hardware. So there are problems that were solved by containers. Then say suppose a company like Netflix, which has thousands and thousands of containers, it will be very tough to manage them. Like say suppose one container crashes, then you'll have to manually restart it. And load balancing, like there are multiple containers and you do not want one container to withstand all the load and the other container staying idle most of the time. And there are other problems also, like for scaling, creating containers manually versus on increase of traffic, the containers automatically replicate. That would be very neat, right? So enter Kubernetes into the picture. Kubernetes is a container orchestration system, which is a de facto container orchestration system. What it does, it helps you orchestrate containers. Like you have a lot of containers, it will automatically restart your dead containers and load balancing. And there are other problems also that Kubernetes solve for container orchestration. So in the starting, Kubernetes was not built for stateful workloads. Like you cannot run your data on Kubernetes. So I'm slowly coming to data on Kubernetes. But later on, the introduction of PVCs, persistent volume claims, and some other components, slowly Kubernetes became able of running stateful workloads. So, but still it is there is some confusion and stuff for running data on Kubernetes. So the Data on Kubernetes community is a place where practitioners of running data on Kubernetes come together and share their experiences and stuff in that community. The motto of the community is that it revolves around that Kubernetes is ready for stateful workloads, and we can run our stateful workloads on Kubernetes. So basically, they are the flag bearers of this ideology that we can run our database on Kubernetes. And they recently launched a report about how companies have started believing in that Kubernetes is ready for stateful workloads. I'll add that link in the description below. So let's talk about the How to DOK project now. What is How to DOK project? How to DOK, how to data on Kubernetes. Like, we are going to show how actually we run data on Kubernetes. A lot of people are working in there, and we are also very welcoming about new people coming in and starting contributing to this project. Mostly our students, and we are working with we also have a proposed architecture. Shout out to Tim for that. And there's Bart, who is really cool and very helpful, who is monitoring all this, and he's the head of the community. I'll add the links for the Slack channel and all those relevant links, the proposed architecture and the GitHub repo. So see you there.